Morning, everybody out there. Coffee with Tim. So, yesterday, took a trip to the coast with my wife and my daughter. Enjoy the sunshine here, break in the rain up in Oregon, and it's a beautiful day. A little windy, but gorgeous. Anyway, I wanted to talk. So we like to look for agates, rocks, that sort of stuff on the beach, and we didn't bring Ziploc bags with us this time. Normally we bring bags and to put everything we find in. So my wife grabbed a couple of the dog poo bags from the little, they got a sign with the bags there, and you could take it if you need it. So she grabbed a couple of those, and we a lot of the time walk separate and go our separate ways to hunt for rocks and stuff. And so after a while she came up, and I had a handful, and she was like, "Here, take the bag." And I said, "No, I don't want it, don't need it." And she kept, "No, take the bag. You're going to need it later. Take the bag." And I said, "No, I didn't want it." And, she tried to put it in my sweatshirt pocket, and I kind of pulled away, and she bristled and walked away. And, I tried to talk to her again, and she kept going. So, whatever. Let it go. So, I kept on going, collecting rocks, and caught up with her later, told her, I'm sorry if you thought I was rude. Can I please have the bag?" So, point being, one, she was right. I did use the bag. But two, when I asked for it, she didn't gloat, and I told you so, and that's kind of what my point is, what I'm getting at. It's not always like that, but my point being, when you get one of those moments where it's an "I told you so," or "you never listened to me," or that sort of thing, when you say that to the other person, I mean, if you've got sarcastic humor like I do, you kind of joke about that sort of thing, and it's kind of a joke. But what do you gain when you do that to somebody? When you one-up them, or you say, "Haha, I told you, I was right." So what? So you were right. The other person was wrong. Why do you need that validation? Why do you need to make them feel smaller because they were wrong? I know, sometimes it's playful, and it's not always like that. But there's no need for that. You don't gain anything. It's not like you get a check from Ed McMahon every time you one-up somebody. So don't do that. It happens. Everybody gets, a little competitive or whatever, but that's kind of different. When you one-up somebody, or you told, "I told you so," it's kind of rubbing it in their face, and it's kind of demoralizing and putting them down. I ate some crow there, and said, "Hey, I'm sorry for being rude, for being a jerk, and I would like the bag." I didn't have to. I could have, put the rocks and agates in my pocket and kept on. And, you know, I'm sure we would have started talking to each other again eventually. But, you know, the other thing is she didn't hold a grudge. You know, she was a little miffed. And, you know, after 10, 15 minutes, she was fine. I walked up to her, you know, and talked to her, and she said her piece and how she felt, and it was fine. We moved on. I don't know if that's because of 20 years of marriage and, you know, knowing that that's the right thing to do. But, you know, when you hold a grudge, or, you know, you hang on to that anger at somebody, it eats you up inside, and it tends to take away your joy. It steals your joy, and it steals your good vibes. So don't do it. You know, there's lots of times where I'm frustrated with someone, or frustrated with someone at work, and if I let it just keep eating at me and needling, it ruins my whole day. So try not to do that. Try and let things go. Remember that serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can. You can change your attitude. You can change how you feel. You can change your outlook. So don't let that holding that grudge eat you up inside. You know, make your peace with it. Do whatever you need to do to make your peace with that. It's okay to be angry, and it's okay to be upset, you know, if somebody has wronged you, but don't hang on to that. You know, realize you got a lot of living left, and, you know, hanging on to that, is it going to matter? Is it going to matter an hour down the road? Is it going to matter tomorrow? Is it going to matter a year from now? So if not, you're not even going to remember that moment in a year most of the time. So that's my words of wisdom for today. Don't hold a grudge or have a chip on your shoulder. Don't let it eat you up inside, because that's stealing your joy. And you don't need to one-up someone. You're beautiful and you're enough the way that you are. So don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses, and don't worry about you know, trying to top everyone out there. Just be better than you were yesterday, for whatever that means. So go out, enjoy, love your friends and family, do something good for someone without being asked to, and without expecting anything in return. You kids, be good to each other. Talk to you soon.